I'll be right there, Emma. Just let me get my trusty diaper bag here. Well, what do you know? I guess I'll be the one who dies first.
Hello friends, we start this video in loving of Dear Aunt Perry. Made us laugh with a lot of pain. Today we want to teach you 10 expressions, actually idioms, in this book, in Unit 1 of this book. In movies and series, actually we chose some examples, the idioms of this book, Unit 1, in movies and series. And the first idiom is, none out of the woods, means
to no longer be in danger or difficulty. If something or someone is not out of the woods yet, they are still having difficulties or problems. For example, the nation's economy is not out of the woods yet.
The first example is from the movie Deadpool. When Vidiomlang wants to take money from one person, and when the second person enters, we put the gun on him and the first person is happy, and we tells him,
just take whatever you want.
Thanks.
Sir, before you do anything to him, do you mind if I get a big tip?
Jeremy, is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wade Wilson. That is a no-go on the Tipperoo, Jer. I'm not here for him. I'm here for you.
Oh. Okay, wow, dodged a big-time bullet on that one.
Not out of the woods yet. You need to seriously ease up on the bedazzling.
do you think the first part of Deadpool is good or the second one? Tell us in the comments. The next idiom is take a back seat.
To choose not to be in a position of responsibility in an organization or activity.
The Crown series, Princess Margaret's fiancé is upset and says, you always have all the attentions. And Margaret says, because I was always under my sister's shadow. But when we live here, I will take the second place and you will be the first. Let's watch it.
It's not easy, sometimes.
What is not easy?
Being second fiddle to a pygmy princess.
Don't talk to me about being a second fiddle. I promise that once we get to New York, the spotlight will be entirely on you and your book. I'll take a back seat and be the adoring and supportive number 2 you want me to be.
Next idiom is my heart sank.
To feel disappointed or to lose hope. My heart sank when I realized we couldn't afford the new house. Having said that, despite what has just been said, for a formal way, we say nevertheless.
Keep your enthusiasm serious. In this sequence, Larry David and his former colleague, who is a stand-up comedian, are joking with this idiom. They are dealing with it from a different angle.
You know what else is kind of annoying? Have you noticed people are saying, having said that, after everything they say now?
Yes.
Having said that,
Yes.
let me say this.
Right. You say what you really want to say.
Yeah.
And then you negate it.
Now, having said that, so what is that? So you win either way?
You know, a comedian goes up on stage, you know, you people are a bunch of morons. Having said that, I'm very happy to be here. Yeah.
We make videos in YouTube every week with learning English through movies and series with different topics. So subscribe us and ring the bell to be first one to learn new idioms and new slangs. Let's go to the next idiom, the next thing I knew.
Used to talk about part of a story that happens in a sudden and surprising way.
Friends series, Phoebe went to Rachel's office and when she went to the copier room, Rachel's boss went to her and kissed her. And Phoebe liked it too.
Thank you. Sure. Now, you will not believe this, but I was in the copy room making copies, and Ralph Lauren came in. Oh, my God. Did you talk to him? Yeah, a little. He seems really nice. Good kisser. What? What? You kissed him? Totally. Phoebe, Phoebe, are you serious? Yeah, I was just in there. He came in, he introduced himself, and then next thing I know, we're making out, you know. Phoebe, I mean, you do know he's married. No.
Before the next idiom, we would be happy if you could tell us something about Matthew Perry. I thought as much.
Used to say that you are not surprised by what someone has said or done.
The Blacklist series, Remington goes to the daughter of a famous criminal, and while sitting in her car, he asks if there is any news. That woman knows by looking at him that it's not. And Remington, who had guessed this himself, says,
Please excuse my intrusion. I'm curious. Your father, I assume he's been trying to reach you. Is he called? I thought as much.
more than likely, or more than happy, or more than ready.
Very happy, welcome, likely, etc. used to emphasize what you are saying.
Mike took away Kevin's power and Gwen went to Mike to find out, and Mike wants to show her how he did it.
Ah, lovely Gwen. I've been expecting you.
I'll just bet you have. Kevin's aura stinks of you. Tell me what you did to him, and maybe I'll go easy on you.
Tell you? I'll be more than happy to show you. Kevin has the dominus lead.
Amazing elemental animation. Here's Emery's sarcastic the customers and saying that we are ready for you to make a move and buy instead of sitting and talking.
You okay?
Just tired.
Let me help.
Bernie, that cough is terrible.
Almost as terrible as your cooking.
Yes.
When you gonna put Ember out of her misery and retire, huh? Finally put her name on the sign out there?
She take over when she's ready.
And speaking of ready, we are more than ready for you to actually buy something if you'd ever get up off your lazy ash.
You can also learn English with this animation in this educational style which you saw, and the link is here. Be hard pressed or be hard pushed or be hard put to do something.
To have difficulty doing something.
Next idiom is come in all shapes and sizes.
Many different types of people or things.
Serious days. In the courtroom, the judge is asking the detective who arrested Dennis, actually the serial killer, and the police detective replied, I have seen different models of people during my 23 years of service.
Detective Chief Inspector J, could you please tell the court for how long have you been a police officer?
Almost 23 years.
And based on those years of experience, what is your professional opinion of Dennis Nilsson?
I've seen criminals in all shapes and sizes. When they're on remand, they ask to be visited by all sorts of people.
A sore point.
A subject that someone prefers not to talk about because it makes them angry or embarrassed.
Put your food in it.
To say something by accident that embarrasses or upsets someone.
Serves somebody's right for doing something.
If you say that something bad serves someone right, you mean that that person deserves it.
12 Angry Men movie. At the beginning of that movie, the jury are talking about the killer and say that his child who killed his father deserves to be executed.
We'd like to get started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty tough to figure, isn't it? Kid kills his father, bing, just like that.
Oh, listen, you analyze the figures, you'll see that was all.
I'm telling you, they let those kids run wild up there. Well, maybe it serves them right. You know what I mean?
Is everyone here?
Arcade series, Victor plays a little prank. Prank means a little funny act on Kathleen and see what happens.
Kate!
Serves you right.
Don't do a stroke of work.
To not do any work at all.
Leave something personally.
To think that someone is offending you when they are not.
And I will end it with the first series, the series that is difficult for us to watch without Matthew Perry. He became Joey's agent and she didn't get the role he wanted, and now she is sad, and Joey says rejection happens a lot in acting. You don't need to be sad about it.
I'm sorry. It's okay. These things happen.
But they shouldn't happen. You know what? You're in a terrible, terrible business. Oh, God, I don't want to be the person who makes your face look like that.
I'm okay. See?
Now you're sad and creepy. Oh. You know what? I'm sorry. I quit, okay?
No, you can't quit. You're the best agent I ever had. Look, Phoebes, rejection is part of being an actor. You can't take it personal.
Not personal? Really? Well, they said they never met an Italian actor with a worse Italian accent.
They actually said that?
Yeah, oh God, there's that face again. See? I can't do this.
Thank you for being with us in this lesson. See you in the next video.